So, at the moment, we can say that the work that has already been planned was performed at a very high professional level. And I also want to add that the work itself did not consist only of the launch, but it was a very thorough work of all crew members. It was the training of the crew members. The crew that launched today is a very good crew. They're very good friends. And I think that they can be an example of how professional crew members can be and how great people they can be. Of course, I think that they will continue working in the same way.
I'd like to thank and congratulate our Russian colleagues for a wonderful event today.
Хотел бы поблагодарить и поздравить наших российских коллег за замечательную стыковку сегодня.
And as Oleg described, we got to see a unique crew of friends that works together and are real professionals, and we got to see a ground team that really prepared them for this spaceflight.
И хотел бы, как уже подчеркнул Олег Николаевич, подчеркнуть еще раз, что сегодня мы запечатлели замечательный экипаж, очень дружный экипаж, который прекрасно отработал вместе, и специалистов здесь на Земле, которые оказали необходимую поддержку для этих операций.
I think we demonstrated today what can come from international cooperation and from working together as a team.
И сегодня мы показали, я считаю, какие результаты мы можем получить, если мы работаем в рамках международного сотрудничества и если мы работаем как одна команда.
There's no limit to what a team can accomplish if they work together like this team did today, as we got to see with this wonderful docking.
Нет никаких ограничений по достижению результатов, когда мы работаем как одна команда, и сегодня данная стыковка являлась этому замечательным примером.
Thank you.
Спасибо.
My turn, I would like to thank Roscosmos and our Russian partner for this beautiful launch and rendezvous and docking to the space station.
Со своей стороны я хотел бы поблагодарить наших российских партнеров и Роскосмос за замечательный запуск, сближение и стыковку к Международной космической станции.
It is so beautiful that it looks easy, but it's not easy. It's a very complex technical problem, and I think that the only way to solve these complex problems is to put the expertise of Russia, of United States, and of Europe together.
Было настолько прекрасно наблюдать за этой стыковкой, что показалось, что все прошло очень легко. На самом деле это очень непростая операция, с технической точки зрения она очень трудная. И для того, чтобы решать эти технические сложные задачи, мы должны сложить всю ту экспертизу, которая существует в России, в Соединенных Штатах и в Европе для достижения результата.
To make one Russian, one American, and one European traveling safely to the space station, it's thousands of people on planet Earth who have to work together.
Для того, чтобы обеспечить безопасный полет одного россиянина, одного американца, одного европейца на Международную космическую станцию, для этого нужны совместные действия, совместная работа тысяч людей на Земле.
We have built up this partnership in the last 20 years, and this is a very successful partnership. And I am convinced that this partnership will stay much longer than the hardware of the space station.
Мы работаем над этим партнерством, которое у нас существует на протяжении последних 20 лет. Оно очень успешное, и я уверен, что оно будет оставаться успешным и в будущем.
Какие вопросы будут?
Yes, Roscosmos Studio. I would like to ask you the question. I know that you talked to the crew already. How do they feel? So, what did the commander of the crew say? So I'm sure that you're not worried anymore about the crew. You know that they are already on orbit. So what can you say about them? The crew members feel very good. I talked to Maxim Suraev, the commander of the crew, and they were very excited. I could absolutely hear that in his voice, and the intonation and the words that he chose to express his feelings absolutely proved that they were absolutely excited. I also talked to the crew members that are already on board the station, to Alexander Skvartsov, and they are really looking forward to seeing new crew members on board the station. So, of course, everyone is excited, everybody is happy that they have completed successfully the program that was initially planned for them. Can I ask you a second question? So, how can you assess the scope of the scientific program that will be performed by Alex Gerst, and how important is that program for the European Space Agency?
It's a very important flight, obviously, and the Alexander will be very busy on in the next 6 months, and I think that he will have very little time to enjoy himself and to enjoy being on the space station, because he has a very heavy schedule, a lot of scientific experiments to conduct, and to have one Alexander Gerst on board. There are several hundreds of scientists working with him to make scientific experiments, be it on the physiology, biology, fundamental physics, and I am convinced that the scientific progress which we shall get from these 6 months, these coming 6 months, will have a lot of positive feedback on planet Earth, be it for the health of citizens, or to get better materials on planet Earth. So I think that he's not there as a tourist, he's there as a scientist, and even more as a representative of the scientists of Europe. So he will be very busy.
Конечно, этот полет очень-очень важен для нас, и что касается Александра Герста, то он будет очень загружен на борту Международной космической станции на протяжении следующих 6 месяцев. Времени, конечно, у него будет немного для себя, для того, чтобы насладиться МКС, потому что его график будет очень насыщенным. Перед ним запланированы многие научные эксперименты, большое их количество. На самом деле он у нас один на станции, но он будет поддерживать работу сотен научных сотрудников, которые будут работать с ним над выполнением этих экспериментов. Он будет работать над экспериментами, которые связаны с физиологией, биологией, физикой и другие научные эксперименты проделать на протяжении 6 месяцев. И я надеюсь, что результаты этих экспериментов помогут нам улучшить уровень жизни граждан всей планеты, а также позволить нам создать новые материалы, которые помогут улучшить жизнь здесь на Земле. Поэтому надеюсь получить, еще раз повторюсь, хорошие результаты по истечении этих экспериментов.
Maybe one additional important aspect of the flight of Alexander. I think that Alexander will be also during these 6 months a model for the children and the young generation, and I am convinced that by seeing Alexander, a lot of young people in Europe and maybe even beyond Europe will understand that the future is made of cooperation, and that space also belongs to the future on planet Earth.
Еще хотел бы сказать, что, естественно, Александр будет являться моделью для нового поколения, для большого количества детей, которые будут следить за его полетом. Я уверен, что те дети, молодое поколение, которые обратят на него внимание, они поймут, что сотрудничество, оно может принести замечательные результаты народам не только Европы, но народам, которые проживают за пределами Европы, и только в рамках сотрудничества мы в будущем можем достичь замечательных результатов.
Rob Navius from NASA Television, congratulations on this triumph today for each of you gentlemen in demonstrating this human and technical achievement of reaching the station in just 6 hours with a multilateral crew. What message do we send the world about what nations can do when they work together, not only today but in the future?
Так, что-то ты там нашептал?
So could you repeat the translation, please?
Что ты говорил? Еще раз скажи.
Can you repeat it, please?
Оденьте, Олег Николаевич, Rob, would you repeat your question, please? Оденьте оборудование, я скажу.
Давай.
Yes, certainly. In demonstrating human
Absolutely correct. That only working together we can achieve high results. If we will not work together, high results will never be achieved. Because so many people need to approach joint activities because they're very, very difficult to achieve. There are many components and thousands of people work on the same activity to achieve high results. And we can only achieve those by working together. If you look at it, those processes are very, very complex, and thousands of people are working together, and nothing can fail. All of the pieces and assemblies need to provide and achieve results. And I hope that we will actually work together like this in the future.
And I would add that, again, what we saw today sometimes looks easy on television, but it is not easy in reality. It really comes from a lot of preparation and a lot of hard work. It also comes from a lot of teamwork. As you look at the video images, some of those came through NASA resources down here to the ground. The Soyuz vehicle performed flawlessly, built here in Russia. The rendezvous systems worked precisely as they should go work. But the communications and video and other things were coming from the NASA side and from the space station. So again, that cooperation between the programs and the partners really make this activity work. And hopefully the youth of the world can see that from hard work comes really good things, and hopefully there's some inspiration that comes from this. And the beautiful images of the Earth that we get to see, and the astronauts and their words that they share with us, maybe it will inspire all of us to work harder, to figure out ways to work as a team. Prior to launch, I talked to my colleagues, and I saw a crew that was really united, was really one team, ready to work together. Oleg told me how he's worked with both Alexander and worked with Reid, and instead of being astronauts, they are really cosmonauts. He treated them as an equal, and they really grew as a team. So I think we should look to this crew as a role model, and we ought to model their activities and figure out ways that we can work as that same seamless team moving forward. You know, I can't think personally of any place better to be than to here today, other than if the three of us were on a Soyuz vehicle heading to space. I'm sure Jean-Jacques would like to go to space.
Yes.
I think Oleg would like to go to space, and I'm sure I would. So if we were sitting like this in a Soyuz vehicle, we would be really happy. We're pretty happy here today, but we could be really happy in the Soyuz.
Почти готовый экипаж.
We are the crew already. We are ready to go to space.
Okay, so on my side, I would like to also say and to repeat what my colleagues and friends have already said. I would not like to give the impression that we are working together only during the launch and during the rendezvous. We are working together every day, and there is not a single day where we are not working together. And to make this success, as Bill was saying, this is a lot of preparation and a lot of preparation together. That it's number one. Number two, working together is much more than countries working together. It's more than Russia, United States, and Europe. It's more people working together. The people are more important than the countries, because you have to trust your neighbor. Because you cannot make this success if you are not trusting your neighbor, be he or she American, Russian, or European. And to work together, you have to understand each other. Because if you don't understand each other, no way to work together. Number three, yes, I am ready that at the next Soyuz launch, we are the three of us on board the Soyuz. I am ready. You can be the one to launch us three in orbit together. I am ready.
Хотел бы сказать следующее, что, как уже мои коллеги здесь заявили, мы продолжаем работать вместе и делать это очень успешно. Но хотел бы затронуть и повторить следующее, что мы работаем вместе не только во время сближения, стыковки и запусков. Мы работаем каждый день. Не проходит ни одного дня, когда мы не работаем вместе. И это очень-очень важно и позволяет нам достигать такие результаты. Это первое. Второе, я считаю, что мы работаем вместе не просто как страны, Россия, Соединенные Штаты и европейские страны, но мы работаем вместе и объединяем людей вместе. То есть это не просто страны, которые работают вместе, это люди, которые работают вместе и получают эти результаты в рамках этих стран. И очень важно еще сказать, что нужно научиться доверять своему соседу, потому что если вы своему соседу не доверяете, американцу, русскому, европейцу, то никаких результатов вы не получите. И третье, я хотел бы сказать, что я с удовольствием полетел бы на ракете-носителе «Союз», и, может быть, в следующий раз вы сможете нас всех вместе на ней запустить в космос.
Что-нибудь придумаем.
Yes, I can think of something.
Thank you very much once again, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Удачи.
Good luck. Thank you.
Все равно мы ведем, да.
Yeah. Good luck. Thank you.
Все, вперед.
Okay.
Тогда встречаемся в Москве, какой был.
Okay, then we will meet in Moscow soon. Yes. Yes. We'll meet in Moscow.